This next song is about the ritual that we're all participating in right now. It's called Sporagmos Homophagia.
Take one. Artocast.
Shave my head and call myself Burton. What side do you want? Inside or outside?
She's outside.
I'm outside. I'm
Okay.
always outside.
I'm always outside.
All right. We're just go test. 1, 2. Not Tess Jensen.
Not Tess Jensen.
Not Tess Jensen. Hey.
Just
We're
spit
back.
on it. We're back!
Hey!
We're back again.
After a
Welcome
small time.
to
With the blessing back. Go ahead.
Artocast.
Welcome
Featuring the best people in Utah that you know.
back. Hi.
Starring Sean.
I'm just background, but yes, I'm
And starring Tess.
Hi.
And then
me.
We're excited to be back, everyone.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't know why I
And
always
then
yell
some.
on this.
This microphone's technically not even real.
They're real in
They
the
don't
heart.
know.
Oh, they're real. I guess
They're hot.
They are
Real
real.
in the heart.
Hot.
We got hot mics.
They're hot
mics.
Because they've been in the sun all day.
Who wants some hot mics?
No, okay, let's just get to it.
Alright.
We're in a lucky place.
What
We got-
number episode are we in?
This would be 44.
Ooh, 44.
Yeah,
nice even
so
number.
44.
44.
It's not the sign of Satan, but it's a sign of.
It gets
44.
closer. It gets closer.
It's close.
It's close. We're on
It's
our way
close.
there.
We're on our
We got
way
some
to
dark
see.
shit, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, look at this
You
amazing
can't-
artwork.
You can't turn from seeing that stunning pictures like this, so
Or
we're
me.
glad we got
Or
them.
me.
Or denim.
BJ Barrett.
How do you want to go by?
No, he said
BJ.
either one. He said
BJ.
either one, BJ or Barrett. I'm gonna go BJ.
And at this time, we're supposed to put his name right about here.
Oh, somewhere. All right,
Or in the
BJ,
comments.
bring it in.
It's already hot in here. Is your last name Barrett for real, or is he just fucking it up?
No,
No,
that's
his name.
All right.
First name.
First name BJ. Last
first name.
Barrett.
So
BJ.
my full
Go.
name is Brett Potter Barrett Jr.
Oh, that's
a good name.
fancy.
You
Junior,
can
huh?
go with that on a
That's
t-shirt.
you're born to be an artist.
Yeah.
The name alone just says artiste.
Yeah. So like when I was a kid, like people would always like tease me, and they'd come up on like at recess, and they'd be like, you know what your name means? I was just like, oh no, like I'm
Yes,
just a little kid.
I do know what my name
Oh my
means.
goodness.
I'm a plane flying motherfucker.
Oh, I was like, what does it mean? I get it.
And now that I'm older, it's just like
took me a sec. It's all
it's just
Brett.
like, kind of postmodern. It's like, oh, now I'm aware of it. Now I will it. It's like this.
Absolutely.
Fucking
It's like, yeah.
Hey, I met a kid who went by HJ once, so BJ's a little bit better than HJ, I think.
How about ZJ?
What is HJ?
ZJ's
It's
good.
handy.
Oh,
Do you know what a ZJ is?
he's probably heard it all.
A ZJ? A ZJ.
I have no idea.
If you don't know, you can't afford it. You ever watch Super Troopers? From the movie.
No.
They're a great film.
I didn't get
Alright. Anyways.
Alright,
So, local artist.
local artist.
Yeah.
I have
Where are you from?
so many questions.
I'm from Provo, Utah. Born
Alright.
and raised. Yeah.
Utah County.
Yeah.
Good old
That's
UC,
like
buddy.
seven.
Goes
That's a lot of that's the last 3-4 people are
Yeah.
from Utah County.
They go
Wow.
back. Well, they've resided there.
I guess
Resided there.
they are residing there.
Did you ever
They
do
and
that?
then they moved.
Oh.
They moved.
They brought
Mike
the Utah
and,
to
it
our
was Mike
county.
and
Cody.
Dirty Mike
yeah,
and the boys.
punk rockers, everybody.
Punk rockers everywhere.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, it was public disorder that turned me on to y'all.
Ah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out.
Oh, sweet.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Shout out Public
Yeah.
Disorder.
Oh, I'm gonna shout out the homies for sure.
For
Did
sure.
you see him at their show recently at Beehive downtown?
Actually, so I guess going back to
I think that's how I ran into your art too. Anyway,
we can
'cause I
talk
saw some
about
cool
that.
pictures,
Yeah.
man.
We're
Maybe we
going
can
to
come
talk
back
about that.
It's okay.
I just barely moved to downtown Salt Lake, but was like, born and raised in like super conservative town.
Gotcha.
But it's no surprise that like these creative minds are coming out of like extreme,
Yeah. Areas.
religiosity.
Yep.
And anyway, that's definitely reflective. I think a lot in my art, my politics, and lyrics.
That's
and
a
stuff.
great way to put it too, because you're right. A lot of Utah County transplants to up to Salt Lake County are very artistic and I don't know,
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
If you don't have any suppressity on you from any
definitely
type of
finding
authority
their own.
to find yourself, you're not going to come out with art. But when you do have it, you come out with your best art because no one can stop your boundaries. You just make it.
Definitely, yeah. Reading philosophy in college, there was a really awesome thinker named Michel Foucault who talked a lot about restriction and prisons particularly, and how we police each other but also police ourselves. And
I like to break my own laws.
so relatedly, Foucault is like into BDSM, and is definitely writing about this sort of repression and how that creates this this drive
Yeah.
and this power and this passion.
Yeah, that's
And so
and you got to have that to
see
make
that
your
a lot.
art, right?
yeah, definitely.
If you don't have the passion or the drive to have it, then you're just making shit.
Totally.
You can make shit if you want.
I mean, you
But-
can make shit. Hey, I've seen some beautiful art made
Gigi
out
Allen
of
did it.
literally shit.
Okay, yeah.
It's only good for the bathroom,
Yeah.
but you don't want to put it in your front room.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
smell
like-
so nice.
You could if you wanted. Don't let anyone hold you back.
So we gotta
especially
repress
down
people more.
No.
No.
You gotta take
No.
them out and beat them.
Um,
Yeah.
The
Yes.
drug it.
Tell me, have you ever been beaten up because of your art?
No, but I've been like living in Provo. I've been called like horrible expletive names. Like,
Oh yeah.
fuck you, punk guy, and fuck you, faggot, and fuck you, queer. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
fun.
Does that always
Yeah,
come with
fuck-
punk rock?
Yeah.
Like, you
But-
fucking faggot, you fucking queer.
Yeah.
And you're like,
For sure.
I love those bands.
Right?
Then they're like, what? We're trying to make you look angry right now. It doesn't work. No, you were a punk rocker, just through and through.
Definitely.
So art. You said you went to college. Did you go to college for art?
No, I dropped out of college. I couldn't afford it. I only went for maybe 2 years.
Thanks a lot, Obama. That's kidding.
Why do you keep
Just kidding. I don't know. I say that in every episode, I swear. I don't know.
Have you?
I love the guy. Fucking cool guy. I play ball. He's a baller.
Oh, good.
You seen that meme that's like, I dream of like getting a coffee IV, and it's like, and Obama is there, and it's like all the, I don't know. It's
No, I want to
just-
check this out. You can find this meme.
I'll get it.
You better put that on this.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's on you, Sean.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Yeah,
You
but
got
no, I studied anthropology in college. I studied
Really?
culture and language under Professor David Knowlton, who is a wonderful, kind heart. He's at once a gentleman and a scholar. He's down to earth. He's a poet, and he taught me so much. In
I heard they had
college.
those in
Sort of
college.
yeah.
Gentlemen in college.
That's awesome.
Definitely, yeah.
What college did you attend for a short time?
UVU.
Nice.
Yeah, in 2011 to 2012.
Hey, there were some
Yeah.
awesome concerts around that time.
Yes.
A
tell
lot
me.
of great concerts at that place.
Please
during
tell
that time.
me.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
saw
Metric.
9 Inch Nails
Nine Inch
there.
Nails, Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
We saw Paramore.
What's that other band?
Muse.
My
I saw Nelly.
Paramore.
Yeah.
Nelly was there.
Nelly. Yeah.
Nelly?
Did
Mr.
you go to
Band-Aid,
Nelly?
Band-Aid himself.
Hey, he doesn't wear it anymore. I don't think.
His boy's out of prison.
His scar finally healed.
It took like only 8
Yeah,
decades.
it only took 20 years.
He has it on the greatest hits, I guess. I don't know. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of college, more of my art, I believe, was really influenced by punk rock and by hip hop and by graffiti culture and street art. Right? It's
Right
it's
on.
like this sort of anti-academic-ness that I really want to keep parading.
Yeah.
You made a comment, right, which was like,
I want to
You
touch your
just
penis. Was it that one? No, just kidding.
now you
That one was off camera.
Oh, that was on point though. Hey,
Hey.
sorry.
No, it's
We don't
okay.
sexually
comment?
harass or assault anyone here on Artocast.
No
No,
Much.
not yet.
What were we talking about?
Music, art.
Yes.
We're pretty good at getting people off their train of thought.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, just like I always, maybe because I like dropped out, it was like I don't have this, and that's what capitalism is it's envy, It's not just greed. It's like, I want what they have, and I can't fucking have it, and that
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's a house or a car or some better job or healthcare, all the things that we lack in this country.
Or even a pair of shoes.
Yeah, definitely.
Some people, it's just a pair
Underwear.
of shoes.
Yeah. Most of the world is,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to kind of like combine this, this like, you know, highbrowness, like with the gold frames and the ugliness, like I'm into that shit, you know? I grew up on that stuff, so.
Yeah, those frames are
love the fucking frames.
Yeah.
By the way. Again, I gotta look for that frame in my closet. I'm pretty sure I have it still.
Didn't Carmen take it?
Oh, fucking jerk.
At the yard sale.
Yeah.
Shout out Carmen.
Hey, Carmen. Sure. Could have given it to a
Anyways,
real
did you
artist.
did you find these at the thrift
Just
store
kidding,
or just have them
Yeah.
laid around?
Definitely. So
Yeah.
I either get them just given to me, which
Yeah.
is so awesome. I love getting new frames. Like, I love thrifting frames. If something's
Absolutely.
recycled or reused, it has this like kind of, you know, working class imbibedness.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Is that a word?
It's funny that you say it
It
that
is
way.
now.
You know,
Can we
you
do
know,
that?
again,
Off camera?
not a linguist,
I don't know.
let alone a longest
Linguist or a linguist.
or a longest.
A longest.
Or the longest.
Or
Or the longest. Mostly the shortest,
Okay.
fattest, conversationalist. Anyways, no, but the frames, I'm the same way, but when I buy frames all from the thrift store, I always look at like someone's broken dreams. I'll make them better.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, someone had to get divorced or someone decided, I don't need these anymore in my house. I'm like, I do.
Well, they don't even really make frames like that anymore, so
Yeah,
I
that's
bet
what I'm
they're
saying.
gonna get harder to find. They're awesome though.
Well, you got to punch out somebody's like pretend Jeff
Or-
Ross painting in it. And you go,
Or like a picture of
and then you
Jesus
put
or
something in
something.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people love Ben Kenobi.
You said it.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Ben Kenobi.
He's our only
bro.
hope.
People
He's
love
our
Ben
only
Kenobi.
hope. He's the Holy Ghost, bro.
Oh, speaking
Everyone
of
loves
which,
them.
well, I guess two things. I'm way fucking stoked for new Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have
No.
my friend. I have earlier.
That's really happening. It wasn't like a fake.
It's guaranteed.
It wasn't a fake.
Nope.
Yeah, they just did primary photography.
Yeah.
I think they just
Who's
finished primary.
Obi-Wan?
It's gonna
Yeah,
actually be
it's-
Ewan.
it's
Ewan
Ewan McDonald. I'm just kidding.
No, Ewan
Ewan
McGregor.
The same.
McGregor. The train
Ewan
spotter.
Conrad McGregor.
The
Yeah.
train spotter.
Yeah.
The train spotter himself.
I thought that was
The
like
heroin addict man
Of
with a
something.
lightsaber of fucking love.
And a dead baby.
I don't know why this is not Scottish. Don't know if that was Scottish.
I feel like it counts.
Sorry,
Yeah, it
Scottish
counts
people.
my book, yeah.
Sorry, Scottish people. I love you.
Oh look, there's Frida.
Hey, no one's gonna see Frida. Oh, she's right.
There she is.
You're gonna be
Anyways,
in the podcast.
this is
Yeah.
Frida. Her name's Frida Babita. She likes to have some Cedas once in a while.
Yep.
All right, back to you though. This dog's great, but you're better.
I don't know.
Your art's gonna last longer than she will. It's sad to say, but
Yeah, well, we can
science.
talk about
Look it
that.
up.
We can talk
Hey.
about.
oh,
Frida.
Oh, he always goes for the face.
Oh, love.
she loves to give hugs.
It's all about love and
There we
death,
go.
actually.
You can follow Frida on Instagram under Frida Babita next to Dano. Just kidding, we don't have one for her.
Are you gonna get a credit?
No,
Yes.
come on, get down.
Yes.
Go
I
lay
don't
down.
know whose dog this
Go lay
is.
down. Go, this is Keys.
I know, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Take it.
So, I guess we could
Don't
talk
go for
about
the
that. We talked about mental health. if
Yes.
you want
Yo,
to,
I wanna talk
and
about that.
Psychotherapeutic art. which
So
is like
your
my-
partner is going to become a therapist, right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Sammy Jones, my confidant.
There you go.
Megan Jones. What'd you say?
Samantha Jones.
Samantha Jones.
Yeah.
Is that your
You're
Instagram?
familiar.
Sammy Jones, yo.
Sammy
Sammy
Jones.
Jones, yo.
Yeah.
All right, go back on about the
Yeah,
mental
sorry.
health because
We get this-
right now I think that is probably one of the most important things to talk about in this world.
It is.
It is, especially these days, for sure.
I don't know if it's because of the new moon or what, but it's crazy, right?
It's
It
moving.
is. It's in the air.
It is in the air.
Yes.
Wait till winter comes.
5G. Just kidding.
5G.
Wait till winter comes.
It's the COVID.
It's the COVID.
You
It's
know.
the third line on your COVID card.
I mean, I'm sure that did help though. A
No.
lot of
Okay.
stress, a lot of people's mental
Oh,
illnesses
totally.
being
Back.
locked down and not being able to do our normal things. So, what did you want to say about
We're
mental illness?
discussing that.
Definitely. So, it's just a subject that's absolutely, they're constantly being talked about, in our home. I think that it is the, under talked about struggle that is a unrepresented, also juxtaposing pandemic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the data that comes out every year increasingly shows that there are more of us who struggle with our mental health but do little about it. And, you know, for me also being non-binary and queer, I see we still, trigger warning, trans violence, we still see trans people killed in mass nowadays. But I believe that additionally the mental health community sees, you know, very also large numbers of people who die by suicide and other, you know, proximal mental illness factors.
But even like suicidal and stuff, you start getting more depressed when you start seeing your own family members that you grew up in love with, and they start choosing that their own mental guilt of what you decided to become out of hurts the person more than ever, right? Mm-hmm. So when you start seeing people you grew up in your entire life and you decide to be bi, queer, transgender, whatever you choose to go with, that you start seeing the people you love so much in your entire life turn their back at you over their own aggression of your choice.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the largest part of it. You know what I mean? Well, I have a dad who's gay, and I also have a transgender father also. Well, mother. I don't know how it works. Kind of juggling that one.
Step parent?
Step parent works.
Yeah, they're transitioning.
But, you know, but they're transitioning, and it's one of those situations where his entire family literally just, we don't want to know you.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
And it's, to me, that's a new member of my life. That's a new family
Yeah,
member.
and Jasmine's great.
And Jasmine is great. I love
Shout out Jazzy.
Hi, Jazzy. But also, I think it's, and they're older. I mean, they're 40, 50, 60 years old. But, like, the younger generation, I think it's even harder, and it's causing that depression where people are doing more suicidal, more...
Ideation.
Yeah.
100%.
This area, Provo.
The state itself for
that
sure.
is very, go move to
and
California.
Well, I can only imagine how hard it would be to
it's
find
not
your
as
truth
bad.
and let the people who you've trusted your entire life and loved know what you are really once you've figured it out, and then have them just turn your back on you. I think that would be devastating.
Definitely.
To anyone.
Yeah, well, losing a community is devastating. But going back to the anthropology thing, losing an identity, the death of an identity can cause grief.
Yeah.
So
it's major.
It's more than, you know, anxiety and depression. It's you're requisitioning your philosophical framework by which you're interpreting the world. You're having to reorganize that. I had to do that at a very young age.
Yeah.
And I sort of took it upon myself to be inspired by bands like Parallax and bands like Provo bands like Railspike. And one lyric really...
Find out more about them.
I got it.
Yeah, well, I can send you all. I can send you all that
I'd
shit.
love to see more. I'd love to learn more.
I'll ask you about
I
it.
think it's just on YouTube, but it might have to suffice, or we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out.
I'd
But
love
yeah,
to know more
so-
of those bands.
So down on something you said really resonated with me. It's like Railspike had this lyric, and it was, "You preached of free will, but turned your back when I finally made my choice." Right? And
That's
so
beautiful. I like that.
I really resonated with that as a teenager, and found it upon myself to get into existentialism, which got me into, you know, me and my other confidant, Ikaika Cox, who plays bass in Despite Despair, we started kind of having this conversation of wanting to construct like existentialist hardcore and do that.
Wow.
And this kind of like, well, we have freedom and we've left the church and we're atheists now, but does that mean like we just start like smoking meth and doing dope and shooting heroin and shit? Like, do we have a sense of ethics, or do we have something that exists outside of this, you know? And that was the beginning of that conversation was the start of like our first record and stuff.
That's awesome.
And doing more art and just doing all of that.
So do you feed off of a lot of that emotion when you do your art, or is it?
Yes. I had an art teacher who said, "You don't work hard enough, you know." and it really stuck with me. She's like, you have great potential, but you feel bad for yourself a lot of the time, and it takes away time that you could just be making beautiful art. And it just crushed my fucking heart.
That just hit me. That just hit me. What's better way to give advice and criticism? Like, you're not working hard enough.
Well, at the same time, it's something I'm not going to name names, but at the same time,
a lot of
I just
people
think,
that go to the schools.
But here's the silver lining. Here's the segue: is that it's not about being talented. It's about the time. It's Mr. Frodo Baggins.
Yes.
It's about what we do with the time that's been given us.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
That is the existentialist project. That is my philosophical underpinning to why I do art. It's the philosophical underpinning to why I do music and why I hang out with vagabonds like myself and such as y'all.
That just kind of opened my mind to think about, though, right? When they tell people like it takes 10,000 hours to become whatever you're doing and what you do to become professional or good at.
Yeah.
Right? It's about how much time you put in and time you keep giving towards it.
Totally. It's wonderful when people are like, oh, you're so talented. It's like this ego thing or whatever. But almost like on a more human level, it like when my homie, like speaking of Ikaiko or Sammy, like when they come in and they're like, you've put in so many hours, or like you've done so many new stuff, and like none of my shit's perfect. Like speaking of the anti-academic attitude, like just fucking get in there, do it, try something. Life's short. That's my fucking ethos, yo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! If you can even try and keep going and you lose your life, at least you were trying.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, and you've left something, that will be around.
You did it your way.
Forever, hopefully.
Definitely, especially the wood ones. I just
These
think
things
like
are beautiful.
oil, like.
So do you only use oil when you do your art? I mean, sorry to get off the subject, but like we're talking about art and how you do your art.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I think this is great, talking about what causes your idea of making your art. Some people don't see it as talent, but you're right. Put time behind it, you'll make something out of it. But is that when you do your art? Do you only use like certain type of paints when you do it?
Yeah, I primarily just do oils. Yeah, I don't know. There's just like a lust to them. They mix like wet clay, and they actually plasticize and almost turn into a clay-like substance.
Yeah, I love how
And
the
Dano, you can just straight up touch it if you.
Well,
Touch it.
it's in
You're
your
having-
pants. We're
this
talking
is
about
consent.
your paint, bro.
Touch it.
Do it.
Yeah, so this is wax, and then touch like that white, like, see how like plasticky that feels? So it's literally become plasticized. It becomes oxidized. It doesn't dry. It's awfully technical, but
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And then
So
I love to pour thinners on them. I love to throw wax. I love to do multimedia stuff.
Do
to
you listen to music when you do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Like earbuds or loud?
Blasting it.
When I get a
She's
little,
all upset, like, turn it off, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm fucking tired. I have class in the morning already.
Right.
Fuck.
yeah, but not far off though. Like when I do suffer, when I get a little hypomanic, I'm super grateful for like an outlet,
Oh, yeah.
So it just depends. Like when, like I'm not like speaking of punk rock, I'm not like the biggest Slipknot fan, but like Joey Jordison.
Yeah, dude, I saw your
recently
painting
died.
you just did,
I
right?
was gonna bring it as wet as hell. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
I'll put it on there.
Dude,
Anyway.
it's actually great. Actually,
Yeah,
you
well,
can
check
follow him
out
on
his
Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
It's the BJ Beetle
So my Insta is Bj Barrett.
Beach Bear.
Beach Bear.
I kept looking at it as Beetlejuice Derek. That's what I kept looking at. Beetlejuice Derek. That's a good band name.
Beetlejuice Derek.
I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
Beetlejuice.
I'll go see them tomorrow.
Copywritten off Artocast. Type
Beetlejuice
Sean if you
Derek.
want to use that.
Trademark.
Don't forget to
Notarized stamp and all
subscribe,
that.
like, and share
You don't have to.
with
Not
your
a
mom.
trademark, not
With your
Rick
mama.
Rick Bobby. Copyright.
God damn it.
2021.
If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
You know,
Yeah. If you don't like what I'm doing, well, fuck you.
Tom Cruise, help me with the beach crab.
What are you? There we go.
Fire! On fire! Oh, there he goes again, run around in his underwear.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
back,
know. What,
yeah.
what fucking else do you guys want to talk? You guys want to talk about sad shit? You want
You're
to
in
talk
a
about crazy
band.
shit?
dark.
You're in a
You wanna
band.
talk
You're in a
Talk to us about that. What's your band name?
Band name.
So I play in Despite Despair.
Despite Despair.
And
Okay.
y'all should check us out.
How long have you guys been a thing?
We have been an item for 12 years.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's
Fuck
a
you,
feat.
Limp Bizkit's longer than you, bitch.
Right?
It's longer than the
talking about?
Confederacy.
It
Yeah.
is. So follow Despite Despair. All right, and you can follow them on Instagram under that same name.
I hope you guys have a song called "Fuck You, General Lee."
Oh my god, that's going to be the next song.
We'll make statues of you guys.
Please
next.
just start the song with the and then go with the song.
I don't know what that is.
It's the General Lee.
It's the General Lee.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
talking about the historical generally. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that-
gonna be
well,
Oh no, that too. That's
I believe they're both
It all ties in
historic.
together.
I believe they're both part of the South.
You know that really cool car that had the Confederate flag on it?
They're
You
just.
jump in
Are you
the
talking about the
windows?
ones with the two good old boys?
Yeah, the two good old
Up
boys.
to no good
Whatever.
from Dukes and from the Hazard.
The Pokes.
The Pokes. I don't know. Daisy Dukes were invented from that.
I've
time.
never seen an episode. I couldn't tell you.
What?
I'm not
You're a
old
couple
enough.
clicks.
Anyways,
Let's get back. So
your
what are you
band.
talking-
Where do you guys have a show coming up? What's
No.
going on with that?
No. After COVID, I was like forcibly taken away from music, and it made me reevaluate all my priorities. And,
Yeah, that'll
I
happen.
got a cute ass dog, and I got a
Sweet.
wicked awesome like partner, and I'm just like happy as hell. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
by
just
the way,
feel-
what is your
Good place to
Labrador's
live.
name?
her name is Ghosty Girl.
Oh,
Does she have
hell
white
yeah.
face?
She's
Does she
a
have some white
princess.
face going on in the lab
No,
yet?
she's jet black.
But no white face coming yet. Oh, white spot on the chest.
Oh, a little
Cool.
tiny.
We used to have one. I used to have one as a child called Solo Bino, which in Spanish means it came by themselves. But it had this look like a white version of like a Black Widow. So it looked like a bow tie
Yeah.
on them. And so like, is your dog like? What's your dog's name, Mom? Bow tie. Oh really? Well, no, it's called Solo. Whatever. Oh, stupid
Alright.
story. Back to
That's
you,
awesome.
anyways.
Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, Despite Despair, we have, let's see, back in the early days, we would switch our vocalist and our drummer, because they both
Oh.
scream and they both play drums. That's kind of
Neat.
cool.
That is
That is
fucking
very
cool.
cool.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
like 17 or 18 and in high school, and we're just like, we need to try something.
Fuck yeah.
different.
Do what you want.
I wonder if Cody knows his band.
You could start back up
Cody might.
doing shows.
Yeah, you know what?
Cody.
You know what
Do you
COVID
know
did?
these
You know what
bands?
COVID did, all right? Besides separated everyone, it brought a lot of great music back together.
It did. I think
That
so.
is true.
It's weird how like 80 bands got back. Like the bands from the not 80 bands. There's more than that.
AD's bands.
The 80s bands, not ADD
Nin-
bands. I guess the
1980s.
ADD bands got back together too, but the 80s bands got back together. It was weird.
It's just the time for
It's
it.
just
I don't know.
weird.
All the
I mean-
contemplation.
Hey, we
of
can't do
death.
anything. Let's record now. I'm like,
We could always
all right,
use
Bill.
more Cinderella.
Who can't? Those
me-
those glass slippers seem like something not to break dance into.
Yep.
Yep.
I got a question. Like,
What's your
I
question?
mean, you can look at this art and you're just like you can look at this art, but it's not really
No.
you.
No.
Just
It's
like the
awesome.
skull lady I talked to.
It-
She
it's
just
awesome
skulls
because-
all day, but she's a mom with.
Totally.
You think they're in their house with six? But,
Oh, I see what you mean. Like,
you
he's
think
not
I'm
this
nuts.
dark on
You
the
think
outside.
I'm
Right.
nuts or
Yeah.
something.
It-
No, the
they're
art
all-
doesn't belong to me. I just make it.
Yeah.
Really?
I just make it, and then it's off in the world, and everyone gets to draw their own fucking conclusion about it. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Some people, I've seen.
So you're not
people
like
be
a horror fan fanatic?
Oh, I definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Fanatic,
You're
There's
but-
not some like.
You're like, I love musicals, but horror movies,
Not some,
fucking
like,
scenes?
stuff-
That's my
stuff-
fucking art right there.
There we go.
If I could do Grease, I would.
Okay. Yeah, I love it all, but yeah, it doesn't belong to me. And Giger, who was really my other than my wonderful anthropology professor, probably H.R. Giger is the other mind that I've obsessed over and have researched a lot, and whose philosophies and whose approach on art really shape this kind of stuff. And he said, "Stop explaining yourself." I should probably take
What better way out?
Yeah,
What better way out, dude? What
Yeah,
better way out?
Well,
But
Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
well, this is one of my favorite quotes from Empire Records. Where it's like, I don't need to explain my art to you, Warren. And you
Whitney
don't.
Houston,
you don't ever
Warren.
really. Yeah, you don't ever really need to explain your art to
From my
anyone,
girlfriend.
Yeah, totally.
But you know what? I saw also on Instagram, which was your Instagram hook again.
Bj Barrett.
I saw that you do the Dark Arts Fest.
Yes.
And there is another one coming soon, right?
Yes. And so speaking of shows, I almost don't even want to talk about music. I want to talk about spirituality again.
You
Go
talk
ahead.
about whatever you
Go.
like,
check
man.
it out.
And start.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm resistant to do shows with my art or my music right now. I just feel like, to constantly produce and to constantly like perform, I feel like is the cycle of like rebirth and death and rebirth and doing it, but you never actually discover your purpose, you know? And
Yeah.
and that like cyclical thing, like I just can't do it. I gotta do it when it's like fucking exciting and dangerous and something's gonna be on fire.
Yeah.
That's like I want to check that out. Like there was this fucking show last weekend. It was fucking it was my homies Mandalore, PSO,
Mandalore, PSO.
fucking
Saturday?
Milk Money.
Yeah, Saturday
Fucking
over at the-
Violent Unrest.
Was that the one that was at the Beehive, or was that the one at the?
It was at the Beehive.
It was the Beehive.
I was
yeah.
there.
Holy shit, y'all! I tore a tendon
Oh, damn, homie.
climbing up the fucking beam.
Yeah.
Like those.
Is that
Into it.
is that vegan restaurant still open? There?
Yeah.
Oh my
Still.
god!
It was
yeah.
going off.
So,
It's open, man.
They were-
I had it. We had their buffalo chicken sandwich. It was wonderful,
It's
made
not
out of
chicken.
seitan.
Chicken with a K.
oh,
I wanna
like
cheat that.
kitchens with the C.
Yeah, vegan seitan. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was so good. Y'all gotta go there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beehive,
Check it
everybody.
out. Shout out Beehive on stage.
666 South State Street.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rolling shows.
Love you,
next to-
Conrad. Love you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
is
love
it?
Conrad. Conrad's awesome.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's a
I
hard
love him.
goal. So
I feel
good.
so bad. We went and played each other once back in the day, and I was like, "Sorry, we're drunk." He's all, "Cool, man. Next time we'll be
He
sober."
doesn't put up with it.
Next time we'll be
The slow
sober.
wink. Ah. Yeah. I
Oh
love
yeah.
I went to shoot a tube with them the other day.
But
Man.
even like the spirituality you're talking about, like
Oh yeah, you want to talk more about that?
I'd love to
Yes,
talk
please.
more about
Absolutely.
that. Get
Get
deep.
Get deep.
Get so deep it hurts.
All right, I'll go there. Yeah, getting deep. Okay, so yeah, I gotta meditate a little bit. Okay,
Zen.
so I actually really am super into Zen. Zen was a supplement because when I was 15, I left home because I was like, fuck this, I'm not being Mormon no more. I think it's racist and sexist and homophobic and fuck this shit. And I was fucking out. And just like sleeping on the streets, getting into the punk scene, but like one collective of people who really radicalized me were this collective called the acronym is BYU, or Better, like BYU,
Yeah,
like
Better-
Brigham Young
yeah,
University,
yeah.
but
Right.
ours was Better Youth Underground. It was like the straight
Yeah,
edge.
I
no,
like
yeah,
that.
that's a fucking. Wait, isn't that a band?
Well,
They're a community.
Was there?
There was Youth Brigade.
Well,
and
yeah,
we
that's
actually ripped
that's from
off.
Washington D.C. That's
Yeah.
that's D.C. That's
Well, so-
that's almost the straight edge scene. That's
Yeah,
different.
so we ripped that shit off, and that crew, those kids, not only did they get me into straight edge, they also gave me this book called "Sit Down and Shut Up"
Yeah.
by
Oh,
Brad Warner.
I have that fucking book right now, dude. I have that
so
book
sick.
right now.
Can we fucking go find it?
No,
Okay, that's okay.
But it
That's
is-
too much.
we will.
But it's over there.
We will.
Anyway,
there's
wonderful
also
book.
shut up.
After.
I also have shut up. You're awesome. Quit worrying about it.
Oh my
Yeah, right,
goodness,
that one.
yeah.
That's a good one too.
Oh, I'll have to
You
check
can look
that
it
one
all
out.
in just a second.
Anyway, the Sit Down and Shut Up really was like my first introduction to like Zen, and like hardcore punk rock culture.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hardcore
yeah.
punk rock Zen.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
And so, As soon as I left Mormonism, I was like, I'm a witch. I'm a Wiccan. You know?
Did that
Going with
happen to a
sass.
lot of people who just
A
It
lot.
does.
Decided-
But,
Well,
I mean, you
because,
gotta
it's like,
figure
I'm
something
going
out.
dark, dude.
It's
No,
the polar
it's
opposite of
attractive.
Mormonism. It's like,
Yeah.
it's feminist.
Boobs
and,
are awesome.
Like,
It's
you,
attractive.
boobs are awesome.
They're awesome.
Oh my goodness.
The darkness is attractive.
Well, yeah, and like this effeminateness that I was probably in like repressive denial of, you know, as
Right.
a young
Yeah.
like queer teen. But like it was, you know, witchcraft was empowering to me. But witchcraft was just kind of like modern witchcraft. If you want my just honest, quick opinion, it's kind of white and it's really like modern, and it's from the 1950s, and they just kind of rip off like a lot of aspects of Hindu
Yeah.
meditation anyway. So anyway, what I got out of this whole arc is meditation.
Very cool.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
You know
Yeah.
what's funny is
Yeah.
I actually do agree with you on that witchcraft thing. Like it's funny when I meet someone who's Wiccan from like Mill Creek, and then you meet someone who's Wiccan in Magna, and one's darker than the other, and you're like, well, aren't you guys the same? Like I don't
think
get
it
this.
kind of varies, like any
Does it-
religion.
Do witches
would,
go?
as far as
I'm
the
a red
devotees
witch.
to it,
I'm
you
a
know?
white witch. I'm
So-
a black witch.
Yeah.
Dano.
Let's diverse
Yes.
in that aspect.
Okay. All right. That works. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
So
that I know.
that's really just how it works. Like in the book White Witchcraft, I stole it from a local library when I was a kid. I
And
don't
his
name
name
names.
is not.
No, I didn't.
Not a local Utah
No, no.
Salt Lake library.
If it's-
It's more of
it
a
wasn't that.
Nevada
I was like a
Salt Lake
14-year-old
Utah
boy.
library.
Is it really stealing?
Thank you. I ended up paying like $200 like library
Like,
fees for other books.
you
yeah,
paid
I don't
for
know.
it?
You paid.
Anyway.
You are a good Samaritan, sir.
Good
Yeah.
Samaritan.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Only one I've ever met
There
that
we
pays
go.
their
Turkey.
library fees.
So you do turkey and
I'm
then I
just
do
kidding.
turkey.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I just had to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you meditate, Dano?
Do I meditate
think
every
you need
night?
to.
I meditate
You do?
as much as I can
Good,
every
good.
night.
Good, man.
I'm like grips with that shit.
You know.
You say masturbate or meditate?
Meditate.
Well,
Mass medits.
We're not going.
Masturbates.
Medits-
Masturbates.
We're
Masturbate.
ruining the
Masturbates.
zen
Okay.
by talking about
Masturbate.
masturbate.
I mean, that could be a meditative thing as
That
well.
is
You
meditation,
can
though.
meditate
It is a
in whatever
meditation.
way you feel.
You have to
Well,
concentrate
okay.
to finish.
So,
here's my
True.
whole like philosophy
You're right.
on meditation, like my elevator speech.
throw it at us.
Just fucking try it.
Yeah.
Like
Try it out.
like
better
the
than
white
prayer.
witchcraft thing. You know, they were like, hey, self-initiate. Go dance under the moon naked and bathe yourself in like you
I
know
mean, that
essential
is
oil.
fun though. If you practice witchcraft or not,
Yeah, it's always
you
fun.
can dance nude under the moon.
You can dance if you
regardless
want.
of-
And prayer.
Similarly,
And if
You
your
can
friends
sure.
don't dance.
And
And if they don't dance,
People
They're no
need,
friends of
they're
mine.
no
people
friends
need
of
that
mine.
change
Friends
because
of mine.
prayer, you know, is a little different. And meditation helps out a lot more.
sorry, I went to the 80s
Go ahead,
there.
man. I don't
Coming
know.
back. But, like, okay. So, I'm drunk.
okay, I'm
You are?
stoned. I just got my medical cannabis
You-
license.
yeah, hey, talk about that.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Let's talk about that right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's like kind of problematic. Like
your back hurt a lot?
laws. Well, frankly, it's for PTSD from
Oh.
like faith transitions.
Okay.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then at one time,
You
actually,
can get
this
a
is
card that way?
I
for
didn't
PTSD.
for PTSD from anything.
What
really.
is- I just know it's don't type of pilots.
Post-traumatic
What's that mean?
stress
Post-traumatic
disorder.
stress disorder.
Oh, I thought it was PTS.
Like shell shock.
No.
Okay, so, yeah,
Going
Type of
back.
pilot.
It's STP,
So I'm
buddy.
I'm super
I can smell.
comfortable talking about this on camera as well.
Please.
Like, PTSD is not just shell shock, like the kind of place that, you know.
With
Yeah.
veterans of
Yeah.
wars and yeah.
Exactly, Tess, exactly. You know, for me it was about, like, you know, leaving the church and stuff like that. It left me a little tense. So I love
Wow, that makes
horror,
sense.
but I just struggle with my nerves. I'm one of the most jumpy people ever. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah, if you ever scare me, we'll have a word.
I get spooked too.
Wait, are you one
I
of
get
those
spooked
people?
too.
I'm
just-
one
I'm
of those
such a
people.
baby. No, you
like,
can
I
totally
love horror
scare me.
movies. I love
I'm exaggerating.
I love Halloween. But I
Oh my
hate
goodness, I'm so
fucking
jumpy.
Scary houses. I'm like, I don't go to them.
Oh my
Haunted
goodness,
houses,
that's
I don't
so
know.
funny. Yeah, we
I'm one of
can
those
talk
guys
about
who's like,
horror
don't get
movies.
away. Psh! Oh, sorry.
But going back to the meditation thing, like, you know, white witchcraft was just like, yeah, just fucking practice however you can. Just fucking start journaling, start writing down your dreams, start getting into the astral world, start, like, casting spells, just start.
And when you meditate, are you literally just sitting down in complete silence focusing on your breathing and thoughts, or however it's described. Okay, cool.
So, like,
I don't know what meditation is. I'm telling you now, you're all opening.
Well, that's kind of what it
Totally.
is.
You need to.
Because I do the same thing you guys are talking about, but I call it masturbation.
Don't.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make jokes here. I'm just trying to like.
Okay.
well, so speaking of
Good work.
masturbation, like, I think it's super healthy and normal to talk about.
It is
But
100% a
additionally,
normal thing to
It's
do.
not normal to do outside.
Everybody does it.
I'll tell you what,
I
that's
do.
in West Valley. It's
fine.
not okay.
Oh, shit.
That's okay.
Don't worry, that mic is hot.
Hot mic, watch out. Ting, ting.
Do it again. Sound effects. Ready to go.
So the meditation, basically, like, this is why I just try to encourage people to not be like perfectionists about it. Just like there's endless, free meditation apps.
Absolutely.
There's
yeah.
endless like
The cat
free
marine.
videos.
You can even
like
get that stuff on
you know what I
YouTube,
mean?
yeah.
You know, actually,
The
it's
cat
funny,
marina.
is I
You
We
guys
will
gotta
turn
visit
the
it.
air conditioning on very soon. It
You
is
know, it's
getting
funny.
Oh,
Is
I just run
I
hot.
sleep with a
Don't
lot.
do
I
this.
go to sleep with a lot of
I'm a
meditation when I
scumbag,
go
I
to
don't
sleep,
care.
like subliminal music when I go to bed. So wake up like free of energy. Wake up.
Totally. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
if you just want to, like, I don't have to talk super theoretical about it. Like, I'll just tell you what I do in the morning. Like, when I wake up, I just really, really struggle with my anxiety. You know, I don't want to face the world. I want to crawl back in bed, and I want to be depressed. Because that's what the thoughts of, you know, somebody like me who struggles with, like, major depression. Like, that's what you get. And so I either do that, or I go straight into meditation, and I just sit down, and I try to shut up. And I don't, because all of us are constantly talking to ourselves.
Yeah,
and in
it's hard
fact,
to shut your
it's-
mind off for sure.
It's the fucking crazy ones who don't talk to themselves and don't have a conscious awareness of themselves and others that we should be aware of. But additionally,
That's
where
truth
I go
right
for
there.
meditation is probably, you know, I struggle with like 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of just really negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, and I'm just sitting there, and I cross-legged, or like Zen monks, they sit on their, like Alan Watts
Yeah,
would sit
that's
on his
ankles.
on his ankles,
Ankles,
exactly. Yeah. I've done visualization meditations where you straight up go to your happy place. And I just think that we live in a
Slide.
technological social media nightmare, you know,
Absolutely.
and it's spiritually vapid. But even though I certainly believe God is dead, I definitely still believe in intense passions and emotions, which most people call spirituality.
Well,
I'm just a little more materialist.
you
about
can have those
language
without
with
a God in your head,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think spiritualism is either you believe in happy, love, and around, or hate, love, and
Definitely.
you know what I mean. It really spirituality doesn't matter what's there, not there, who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. It's only if you choose to enjoy happiness, love, and all.
Definitely.
And I'm happy and love that you're on my show.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much. That's very sweet.
Seriously.
Thank you all for having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess we'll call it there.
No!
No, more?
More?
I want to talk more about the medical
I
card.
want
in
to talk
Utah.
about more about medical card.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did we just
Sean.
How
talk?
do you do that in Utah?
Did we just mentally tip dicks?
Yes.
You really, I mean, you
We
can.
mentally tip
I
dicks,
feel
dude.
like it's kind of
Yeah, so I can tell
fair,
you.
There's more-
fairly-
you can
I mean,
back
I don't have
20
one,
times.
and I've never tried, but I feel like
Oh,
it's
you
fairly
will.
easy
Yeah,
to
tell
go
me
get a
more
cannabis
about the
card these
medical-
days.
Utah's
I
medical
mean,
card.
everyone has an issue that marijuana can help with,
It
I'm
does
sure.
help. It's medicine.
Well, let's just be super transparent about it. The opioid crisis in Utah is also pandemic levels, and
Yeah.
you know, marijuana does not have the calm down that you know physiologically opioids do.
Absolutely.
And so the way that I did it, I just went through a facility. You have to do two things. You have to register on evs.utah.gov.
Okay.
What is that again?
The website you'll want to register is, and you can just Google this. It's going to be EVS. That's right, Electronic Verification System. EVS.utah.gov. And you go there. They're going to make you sign up. And it's like signing up for some fucking, job or something. You're putting in your fucking soul.
Submit your resume.
Tell us
Yeah.
why you want to get
Yeah,
high.
no, they're gonna want to know. Like,
Yeah.
and so I just went in with my psych dossier, and I'm like, hey, I'm crazy. I got PTSD. Funny thing, the psychiatrist that diagnosed me with cannabis use disorder. Right below that, there was the paragraph. This should probably be off record.
We'll edit it out.
He diagnosed me with cannabis use disorder, and then right below that, diagnosed me with PTSD, and that was my ticket to get my
Hell, there you
legal
get
card.
lit if
know
you
what I'm
need
saying?
to. Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Keep it on or
So-
take it off. What we just said.
Well,
We'll talk about it later.
we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Well, okay, so let me ask you a question. So
Let's do
when
the work.
you're having your anxiety attacks and you're feeling your PTSD happen,
Yeah.
for the weed smokers who don't do weed.
I don't do weed, man.
I don't do the weed, man. I'm an adult. I do cocaine, man.
No.
Scratch that.
No, I do.
Bleep that one out.
No.
No. Mix it. Anyway,
Have it all.
so, but does it calm you down or does it hype you up to I don't need that shit. I don't need this dark depression. I'll be up and going, or do you go, fuck, dude, let it go, man?
Well, so I was straight edge until I was 27, something that I'm sure was of, some controversy to my comrade, other straight edge friends. But I had tried other, antidepressants and things of that nature. And it just didn't help, really at all. And as soon as I tried weed, it's just like weed worked. That's it. And so I'm not, I'm sure I'm
You're not
guilty.
listening to the Grateful Dead every day and knitting your own pleasure. Yes.
Maybe on the good days.
Home hit the drum circle,
Get a little
which will be there soon.
Cottage core a little
Yes.
bit. But,
This is
yeah, shit, what were we talking about? Weed, yeah.
Ah, shit, man.
Have you been
melatonin.
medicating right now, bud?
It's
I
melatonin.
have been.
That's all right.
Not a sponsor, but it could be.
It's so much better.
But yeah, anyway, after that, you got to go to, register on EVA,
Uh-huh.
eds.utah.gov, and then you got to go to a medical,
Facility.
facility, and just
Family
Google.
doctor or anything.
Isn't that in Ogden?
It's
it
got
far?
to be
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
They're
No, so
everywhere?
listen. You just got to Google cannabis doctor near me. There's some big names. There's Empathetics.
Okay.
There's just Google Empathetics. Even their competitors will come up. Sorry, I can't name the other
That's
ones.
fine.
I should be getting
That's
fucking
alright.
caught by Empathetics. But Empathetics fucking helped me out.
Not a
check
sponsor,
them
but it
out.
could be.
Yeah,
Really.
hit me up.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hey, this
Cool.
man needs medical supplies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Medical supplies. That too.
Those are
But
medical supplies.
Art supplies too. So if you can get sponsored by them, that'd be great. See where we are,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
If you would like to donate art supplies, just message BJ on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah, seriously.
Message us, Artocast.
By the way, is any of your art for purchasing?
just the horror movies. I'm saving these two for Despite Despair stuff.
So there is a Joey Jorgensen one out there. I know there's a lot of you fans out there that love him.
R.I.P.
Joey's sold, or it might be sold. I got a potential buyer.
It goes to the highest bidder. Bidding starts at $600.
Thank you. You don't have
1,200.
No.
All right.
$1,000. Hit up the man on Venmo. Anyways,
All right.
thank you for being a part of
Artocast. Thank you. Thanks
can
everyone
always
for
come back.
watching.
Test
Hope you
any more
enjoyed.
questions?
Anytime. This
For
ain't
BJ?
over. It's
I
live.
don't.
We'll
I'm
see each
about
other
to
everywhere.
sweat slide off of this chair, so I think we should.
Yeah, we gotta get that
Put
AC
this
back
camera
on.
on. Turn the AC
Off
back
this
on.
chair. It's almost like fucking Paul Simon.
Kinda.
Sweat slide off this chair.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sweat
All right.
slide
BJ,
away.
thanks so much for
Thank
being
you.
on Artocast. It was really great to have
Thank
you
you,
on
thank
and
you.
meet you, and hopefully we'll
See
have
you
back
more,
on soon.
for
And we
sure.
will see you guys. Don't
Follow him
forget
on
to
Instagram.
subscribe, comment,
Like.
share.
Click that
You
bell.
don't have to.
And don't forget Cher. Cher's out there. She's still alive.
She is. All right. I'm
Good night. It's hot. Later. Bye, America.
Like true, give me infinity's kiss. Pretty, pretty, pretty black one. Your tongue out over. 'Cause I want it and I need it.
son!